Yo, what's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your boy Jay Green is back right now with the conclusion to my three-part Joel Schumacher series. Now remember, in the beginning of this series, I posed the question, is Joel Schumacher really a bad director or just misunderstood for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin? Now, the three movies that I was revisiting to really see if he was just misunderstood was 8mm starring Nicolas Cage, Falling Down starring Michael Douglas, and right now we got A Time to Kill starring Sam Jackson, Matthew McConaughey, Sandra Bullock, and Kevin Spacey. So in this video, you're not only gonna get a basic review for A Time to Kill, but you're also gonna get my thoughts and feelings on this film, how it's aged, was it a movie before its time, and how it relates to what is going on in America today still after all these damn years. And you're also gonna get my final thoughts on, was Joel Schumacher misunderstood, or is he really that good of a director? Yo, check it out. All right, fam. Now, for those of you out there who have no idea what this movie is all about, this movie is basically, at least on the surface level, a revenge tale. Sam Jackson is a loving father. One day, his daughter's walking home from the grocery store, a beautiful Mississippi day. She ain't got a care in the world. All of a sudden, two white boys roll up in a pickup truck. They proceed to throw beer cans at her to knock her out. Then they beat her, they rape her, they hang her from a tree, and then when the branch breaks, they basically throw her off a bridge and leave her for dead. It's fucking terrible, okay? Hard to watch. Now, this girl, she doesn't die. She ends up making it back to the house. She lets the family know who did this. Now remember, they're in the deep south, okay? Mississippi swag. So when certain things happen to black and brown people in these areas, especially by the hands of white people, there is not always justice. So Sam Jackson's like, I don't know if I can allow the law to do right by what happened to my family. So what does he do? He ends up hiding out in the courthouse. And when these dudes are coming in, they got cuffs, the whole town is there waiting to see these cats go to trial. He comes out the closet with an AK-47, lays these two boys down. Everyone's seen it. He runs off, he goes home. Now he's arrested. Now he's on trial for their murder. And the remaining portion of the film is basically how the Klan or people that are racist in the town want him to be hung, murdered, gas chamber, lethal injection, the whole nine. But then you have all the black and brown people in the area or the non-racist white people coming to his defense like, yo, if I was a father, I would have done the same shit. And as you would imagine, because of a situation like this, it is tearing the town apart, okay? I'm talking about mayhem is going to ensue. Someone's going to get hurt. Now, I like this movie for a couple of different reasons. One major reason, obviously, it's a revenge tale, and of course, I'm going to be pulling for Sam Jackson to get justice for his daughter. But on the deeper level, I enjoy a film that does deal with race and inequality and things of this nature that can not only give me a good story that engages me on an emotional level, right? But at the same time, if I'm sitting next to someone who has no idea what it's like for me in the world or people that look like me, maybe, just maybe, that story can be told in a way where they get it, where they see, oh, I didn't really think about it like that. I had no idea. And if a movie can do that, I'm talking about if a film can open up someone's mind, giving them the empathy that's needed to truly respect people that don't look like them or are not from a neighborhood in an area like theirs, that deal with injustice like on a daily basis, then that's an awesome movie to me. Especially if that movie was crafted well enough that it can't just open up the conversation that needs to be had with a lot of people, but allows those people to accept the knowledge and information they're getting from said film. And I do think that A Time to Kill is crafted in just that way. All right, fam. Now that's all I can tell you about this movie, because if I give you any more examples or any more detail on why this movie affected me on such a deep level, I might spoil something. And this is the type of movie that you need to experience. You need to watch this movie from beginning to end with no damn breaks, so that way you can be fully invested on an emotional level and a mental level, so then that way when the end of the film comes, it's gonna hit you right where it needs to hit you. This movie is phenomenal. I think that Joel Schumacher did something in this movie in regards to showcasing what racial tension can really look like and the lack of empathy that a lot of Americans have for black and brown people in a way that when I was younger, I didn't really notice it. But now, as a grown man, I'm like, damn, his ability to put that on the big screen and execute wonderfully, man, you gotta applaud that. All right, y'all. Now that's pretty much gonna wrap it up from my three-part mini-series on director Joel Schumacher. Remember, the original question was, Is he misunderstood for Batman Forever and Batman and Robin? Or is he actually a good director? And I just gave y'all 3 movies that are unique in their own right. We had 8mm star Nicolas Cage, who realizes that being a bang bro ain't all it's cracked up to be. Then we had Falling Down with Michael Douglas, a guy with a privilege and entitlement, pissed off because he couldn't get his breakfast at McDonald's. And then we had a movie that came out in 1996 that is actually showcasing events that still happen today. I mean, goddamn, y'all need to check these movies out on the real. Now, with all that being said, my final thoughts on Joel Schumacher: I think that this guy is a good director, and he was probably just simply misunderstood or dropped the ball on both those Batman films. And you know what, fam? We've all had a bad day at the office, so don't get too bent out of shape. Give someone more opportunity throughout their film catalog to make your true opinions and your true judgments on their talent and abilities. Yo, fam, I'm super excited that y'all stuck around for all 3 of these videos. Your loyalty and your support touches my heart on the real though. Now remember, my job on this channel is to give y'all some entertainment. We're gonna have some laughs, we're gonna talk some trash, but above all else, I'm trying to share my opinions, my perspective, and thought processes on film with y'all, and hopefully, maybe hopefully, you see movies in a different light, because sometimes it's easy to go to the theater or be at home and watch something in the background and all we see is lights, colors, and sounds, and maybe we don't understand the undertones and the nuances that make a film special. Now, if I'm doing that for you, then what you want to do is you want to hook your homie up with a like and a subscribe to show that appreciation. Remember, it's free for y'all. It only takes a second, but it really does help out my channel. I thank you in advance. Yo, I'm gonna be back next week with yet another review. Until then, I hope you have a great week, great weekend, and I hope you stay safe. Holla.